Not a lot of sales on eBay in the last 24 hours, but at least I had a few. I had those 2 book sales and this CD sale. The CD sale was Windham Hill. If you go through a lot of CDs, you will come across Windham Hill quite a lot. Windham Hill Collection, etc. They've put out many, many different types of CDs. It's like new agey type of relaxation stuff. And there's 30 CDs in here. That was a donation from January in a bunch of CDs that were donated, and I sold it, let's see, for $56.54 plus shipping. So again, I'll stress it again, lots sell well on eBay, especially if they're from the same artist, the same group, the same, I don't know what you call this. Is this a record company, the Windham Hill Group, same production company, whatever it is. If it's a series in any sort of way, a set, anything like that, put it together if you have enough of them. 30 is plenty. That's a lot. That's many. For a single artist, if you have 30, that's going to sell really well no matter what it is. So it just makes sense, right? If you see something, if you see a pattern amongst CDs or DVDs or whatever it is, books, put them together, but also do your research and put it up for sale. And these 2 are older books. This is, I think it was 1919. This is a really old book. I just sold it for $8 and change plus shipping. Just took an offer on it. It's been sitting for a while, so happy to do it. This one I took an offer of $18 plus shipping. This is a book from August from a donation pickup. Still $18 is not bad. This is a religious themed book, The Number of Man, from 1909. So $8, $18, $54. Not bad. This one and this one I ran promoted. They were promoted listings. So I think one was 2%, one was 5%. I don't do very high promoted listings, but I do it on every single item. So keep that in mind as well as a way to get more sales.
Do you see this, guys? Look at this hail. Southern California. Never seen this before. This hard. It's crazy.
It looked like it rained. Nice little puddle on top of the tarp that's on top of the pallet that I have here. So it definitely rained earlier, and now it's, for the most part, dry. Definitely does not look like it was pouring. It was pouring. Obviously, I showed you a brief clip. Pouring, hail, everything, and I ended up having to pull down just a little bit of water there, puddle. I had to pull down the roll-up door, like way down to, not to the ground, but pretty close, because not only was the rain coming down hard, it was coming sort of sideways, and the wind was blowing it in, and it was getting. I mean, at that point I had moved all of the books and the DVDs, and even this case here was just the table, but it was too much, so it was like coming way in, and I had to drop the roll-up door to make sure that to protect everything inside here. So one of the fun parts of owning a retail store that's actually not a traditional retail space that I converted, it's actually a small warehouse space, hence why it has the roll-up door. But it doesn't rain constantly here. We are in the time of year, not normally, but the last few years, where it's raining a lot here in Southern California. So it's one of the adventures. But that, of course, kept some people away. I had some customers come in today, but not as many as if it wasn't raining at all. And that's too bad. But on the positive side, I'm able to continue to get through a lot of the DVDs that I still have to go through. I still have many more to go. I've got another like 11 or 12 boxes, crates. So I have a lot more. And the reason why it's taking so long is because there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's also a lot of religious movies, whether they are kids movies or for adults. Just side note, I don't have a religious movie section. But anyway, there's a lot of that. And I mean, not like a ton, but more than I normally see. And the good thing is that I'm able to, there's a lot of the movies in there are turning out to be ones that I haven't had. And so it's going to be really good to put them out into the store. But there have not been very many. Actually, I don't think I found any DVDs that I'm going to sell individually on eBay. Everything has gone into the store, or I've pulled the disc and I'm going to put it into loose disc lots on eBay. So it's been really good, though, to find some different titles for the store, because I always enjoy putting out new stuff and knowing that I have a large backstock so that I don't have to worry about getting new inventory in or, having to go find more inventory for the store. That's the nice part about getting these large quantities of items, of inventory, and these are from the Gaylords, of course, the pallets, is that I can then, once I go through all this, I can then focus on finding stuff to sell on eBay, on Amazon, that kind of thing. Most on eBay, but on Amazon as well. And focus on working on the business, not just in it. The whole thing I've been talking about recently, to continue to get more customers and more people to donate, trade, or have buying opportunities. So in that same vein, today I got a call. So yesterday there was a guy who came in. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video yesterday. I don't think I did. I don't believe I did. He said that his wife had passed away 3 months ago. If I did, sorry. Anyway, that he's basically next week supposed to start bringing me some books and records and cassette tapes and maybe some other stuff that he doesn't want. And he just wants to get rid of it. And this other woman called me today saying that she has like 7 boxes of books that she wants to donate, and she'll be bringing those next week as well. So next week I'll probably be getting some new inventory in. So that's why I'm going to work hard tomorrow and Saturday to get through as many of those DVDs as I can, so I don't get sort of backed up with a lot of inventory. But I'm looking forward to getting through all the DVDs, number one, seeing what's in there. There's some good stuff so far, and also starting to plan out some things. The other thing that I want to do in the store is I want to put a TV, a stereo system, have the ability basically to play a DVD, play a VHS tape, Blu-ray, 4K. Also, of course, be able to, access Netflix, that kind of thing. And then have a stereo so I can play cassette tapes, CDs. Also be nice to have a record player so that I can play all of that through a sound system in here. A decent one, though. Like, I already have some speakers, and I want to set that up so that I can I'm looking to find somebody to help me set that up, because I don't know how to do that. And so I can play a movie, play a TV show, whatever, and also play music in the store and have it be a nice system that is heard around the store. And also I'm thinking about putting another TV over there, just 2, right? So that one would be over there, and then one over here, and, play like classic movies and TV show episodes and stuff like that. For myself, but also as a way to create the ambiance of, bringing people back to some classic stuff and that kind of thing while they're in the store. So that's another evolution that I'm going to be doing. Also, the other thing I want to do is I have accumulated over the years probably like 7, 8 different video game consoles between Wii, PlayStation, and Xbox. And I think I have another one possibly too, but a lot of them I never used. I bought them as I was reselling with the idea of hooking them up and being able to test games. And also, so I would want, those are sitting in my garage at home, so I want to put those to use and hook those up, like have like a stack here of them, a shelf or whatever that has all of them and they're hooked into the computer or some way, not the computer, the TV, so that when I want to test a game, because I come across games all the time, and if they're a disc game, I can clean them, but even then, sometimes they have scratches or something I can't get out, and I can test them. And of course, also if it's a cartridge, so I can test it because I don't have a way to clean it other than, the basic ways that you see people with Q-tips and that kind of stuff, but as a way to test. So that's something else that I'm looking to do as I go forward with the space, so that it becomes a way to help me, test, to also create the store experience. It's plenty just with the inventory, but I think it'd be a nice touch to have, have a movie playing or playing music, that kind of thing. So those are all in the works as I go forward with the store. Because the idea is that people come in and the inventory alone should be enough. Obviously, that's the point of coming in here, which it's been. But I think it's also nice to create, like, if they come in and they see, a random movie, Back to the Future or Raiders of the Lost Ark, or I don't know, E.T., just random movies that I'm thinking of, or something that maybe they've never heard of, but I'm just playing because it's kind of rare. And I could have like the DVD sitting up there saying, playing now, or the VHS tape or whatever it is. Not to make it obnoxious, I'm not going to have it blasting so I can't talk to people, or having music blasting so I can't talk to people who can't think, but also for personal use as well. If I want to play music, if I want to watch a movie when no one's here and I have it on kind of loud, that kind of thing. I think that'll be pretty fun, and I think that'll add. It'll help the business, because especially with the video games, being able to test games, test a CD, test a cassette tape, all of that stuff is helpful. VHS tape, whatever it is. I do have a VCR at home, which I use to test VHS tapes, but it's nice to have one here as well. I do have a player that's a VCR that's VHS tapes and DVDs. But anyway, side note. So those are thoughts going through my head. Thanks for watching, guys. Watching the journey, the adventure as I go forward. It's supposed to rain tomorrow again, unfortunately. But I told you last week that would happen. So it's just giving me an opportunity to continue to go through all of the inventory that I have. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.